Hello to everyone, my name is Alfredo, and today we are going to discuss the judicial reform of 2024 in Mexico, which is a controversial topic. This reform aims to fight corruption and improve access to justice, but it has also raised concerns about its impact on democracy and judicial independence. To start, I want to hear your general opinions. Do you think this reform is necessary to solve the problems in Mexico's judicial system?
Hi, my name is Mateo, and I believe it is necessary. Mexico needs this reform to fix long-standing issues like corruption and inefficiency in the judicial system. For example, allowing the president to participate in the selection of judges can help ensure more transparency and prevent favoritism in the system.
That makes sense, especially since many people see the judicial system as low as corrupt. But what about the risk of making judicial decisions more political?
Well, that's a valid concern, but with proper controls in place, the reform can make justice more efficient and fair. It could also rebuild public trust in the judicial system, for example.
That's true. The Supreme Court has played a key role in protecting fundamental rights, especially for minorities. If the executive gains more control, what will happen with those rights?
Exactly. Michael Main explains that centralizing power can be effective in the short term, but in the long run, it weaknesses public trust and the state ability to govern effectively. This could lead some social division and mistrust.
Now, let's talk about the economic and in the international impacts. Do you think this reform will affect how Mexico is seen abroad?
Well, if it's done correctly, I think it will. A faster and more efficient judicial system could attract foreign investment and improve Mexico's image as a country committed of fighting corruption. Always this aspect is something that a lot of companies searching a place to establish it.
That's possible, but it could also backfire. If investors see the judicial system as base of control by the government, they might hesitate to invest in Mexico, and this could hurt the economy and damage the relationships with Mexico, like that is happening now. The the trade of free commercial arrangements in North America.
Absolutely. Organizations like the Inter American Commission on Human Rights have already expressed concerns. If the reform is seen as a threat to human rights, Mexico could face international negative impacts. But let's think about possible outcomes. In the best case scenario, how could this reform benefit the country?
In a positive scenario, we could see a more efficient judicial system, less corruption, and faster legal process. This will strengthen public trust and improve Mexico's international reputation as a country that respects its own legal.
Yeah, but that's in a magic scenario where there's no corruption and things that happen in the actual political Mexican system. And in this part, in a negative scenario, we might see democracy erode further. If the executive gains too much power, the judicial system could become a political tool, which will seriously damage the government legitimacy.
I think the real challenge is to ensure the reform is inclusive, transparent, and has oversight mechanisms to avoid this risk. In summary, the judicial reform of 2024 has a great potential, but it also carries significant risks. I think that it's crucial to balance efficiency with the preservation of democratic principles.
And that's pretty right. The reform can be an opportunity to transform the judicial system, something that we needed a long time ago, but its implementation must be careful and well supervised. Otherwise, it could be a complete mess.
Yeah, and most importantly, we must remember that democracy depends on independent and legitimate institutions. Without this, any reform could cause more harm than good, and that could be one of the most important points to to see what could development this reform.
Well said. Thank you both for your opinions and participation, and thank you all of you for watching us. See you next time.